Oh, give it a break, Grandad. I'm back with a USB stick full of Italo disco, and it's time to liven these stiffs up a bit.
Nothing like being hijacked on your own podcast, eh? Thanks, Patricia, and welcome back to you too. And listeners, you are most welcome also to this, Season 8 of Forgotten Town.
Humber, County Down, population 9,078, rank number 987.
Thank you for choosing to play with us today, and we look forward to welcoming you back on board another service again soon. Thank you all once again, and a very good morning.
I've just touched down after a smooth, if somewhat delayed, early morning flight to Belfast. But if you're expecting me to take you around exciting cities like that, then you clearly haven't been paying attention during the previous 55 episodes. I am here to visit the overlooked settlements of Northern Ireland, or at least those previously overlooked by me. Let's get on with it.
Thanks very much, son. Cheers.
And so we're on a bus. Words that will ring true throughout my sojourn in the province, but this time it's an unexpected one. I emerged groggy from the airport terminal to realise that this was not Belfast City, but Belfast International Airport. And now I'm way behind schedule with an extra bus journey involved. En route to Humber, I may only have time for a single pint of stout in the capital.
How's it going, sir?
Not bad. Can I have a pint of the RC, please?
Yes, sure.
Good news for those bored of my regaling with tales of real ale. The stuff is largely confined to Belfast over here, so once I hop on the 511, it'll be mostly Guinness all the way across the next 15 episodes. If that sounds like a lot of towns, then don't worry. For your benefit, they will be divided neatly across 2 seasons. For me, however, this is likely to be a slightly frantic few days. Wish me luck.
Next stop, Humber First Presbyterian Church.
Whilst I have no particular intention to dwell upon the religious demography of every settlement, those familiar with these parts will be aware that the natives sometimes make it hard to avoid, and the prominence of the Presbyterian Church here gives an early indication of the dominant loyalties, and I use that term advisedly hereabouts. And as we disembark from the bus, a Union flag billowing over the town square on this slightly blustery autumn day does nothing to dispel that impression, nor the memorials we find here. In the square there is a rather nice statue of Robert Rollo Gillespie, who fought in the armies of King George III against the French and all of their allies, serving in the West Indies, the East Indies, and India. Basically, if it was an Indie, he did it. This giant statue of him on a column was unveiled in 1845. Thomas Andrews Jr. is one of Comer's most famous sons. As managing director and chief designer at the Harland and Wolff shipyard, it designed some of the largest ships in the world, including RMS Titanic, which sadly foundered in 1912, counting its designer amongst its victims. Right, on that sad note, I think the pub.
Can I Guinness, please? Yep. Thank you very much. Cheers.
So, as I sit beneath a large portrait of His Majesty the King in the first and last public house, we have a brief moment to round up some stray trivia before moving on. Humber means the confluence, in this case of the Glen and Enla rivers. The settlement was founded in the early 17th century during the plantation of Ulster. Less controversially, it is home to the Humber Early Potato and of North Down Cricket Club, one of Ireland's oldest and most successful. And so it is time to sup up and head in the direction from whence I came in pursuit of our next calling point, Newton Breeder. And whilst you await that episode, don't forget to look us up on ForgottenTowns.org.
Humber.